Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And today is our WIP Wednesday episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. What that means is that, you know it, it means that um, we are going to get our works in progress and we're going to crochet together. I've got one right here. And let me grab it out and I'll show it to you. So this is my current WIP that I can show you. I am also currently working on something else, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But this is one that I can tell you about, or I can show you. The other one, I can mention it to you, but I'm not going to show it to you until, until July 26th. Ooh, excuse me, July 26th through August 1st. And that is when the Shark Week happens. I've been working on my shark. Yes, I have. And I'm really excited about it. I'm actually at the stuffing stage. So I need to start stuffing it. In fact, I'm past it. I hope I didn't wait too long. I am, you know, the tutorial that I've been following, she's been stuffing hers like, I don't know, that much before. And I've been putting it off because my fiber fill was in here. And yeah, so that's that. I also did get a box from Mary Maxim, and I have not opened it yet. I know exactly what it is. I ordered the yarn with the purpose, and yeah, so I haven't opened it. It just came yesterday, and um, I have 3 blankets that are part of this order, and so yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about those, and actually can't wait to get started on them. I do have another one, my pink and brown blanket, that I am currently working on. I have a lot of WIPs. How about you? And so, yeah, I've been working on that. But hey, I have a question for you. Let's see. Oh, but you know what I have first? I have to do my theme color. What is wrong with me? Let me see. Okay, let's see. Let's go a little bit more this way. Let's see what we're doing here. How about that? Yeah. All right. So I have a caption. What is in your cup? Because I'm nosy like that. Hey, aloha kakahiyaka. Naomi, how are you? Connie, good morning. She says, greetings, Barbara. How are you doing today? I'm drinking my coffee, trying to wake up, working on a knit beanie. It's too hot to work on my blanket. I go to get allergy tested around 1. Woo! Okay, that's a lot to take in. So it's too hot for her to work on her blanket. I totally get that. Totally get that. It is so hot here right now. Yesterday, I'm not sure what was happening out there, but I opened the door to let a guest in, and it felt like I opened an oven door. Seriously. Oh, so Connie says, whew, I have 4 WIPs, which is a lot for me. And yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's not a lot for me, but it's a lot for you, Connie. So how about the rest of you? Are you being inundated with WIPs? I like doing these squares when I'm sitting with you because for the most part, I have not messed up on them when I'm talking and chatting and everything. And so, it helps. It helps a lot. Let's see. Today is Monday, No, it's not. Today is Wednesday, July 1st. And first of all, happy Canada Day to my friends in Canada. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day celebrating all things Canada. That is awesome. Today is also, and I do love these, National Ginger Snap Day. Mm. I do love me some ginger snap. Oh, yeah. So, do you also love ginger snap? I'm wondering. Let's see. National Ginger Snap Day. I mean, just look at that goodness right there. Look at that cookie. Who doesn't like a ginger snap? Oh, my Lanta. And you know what? I now the crispy ones, I know that for sure, but the crispy ones were actually lower sugar, and I don't remember which plan I was following, whether it was Weight Watchers or the low carb or just trying to keep sugar down. I think it was a low carb, um, but the small ginger snap cookies, the crispy ones that you can buy in the brown paper sack, those are actually not bad as far as sugar and all of that goes. They're not bad. They're still a cookie, so there you go. But anyway, ooh. Oh, so Naomi is going to go looking at a house with a friend. She is still in need of a house. Wow, that's exciting. I love house hunting, especially when it's not for me. When I don't have to move, I love looking at houses for friends. I That is fun. That is fun. Whew. Excuse me. I hope that you and your friend Naomi are able to see the house and see its true bones, see its true colors, and if it will be a good fit for her. And yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. No surprises, right? No surprises. All right. Yeah. Oh, BRB? Are you going to look at a house right now? That's fun. That's fun. So tell me, because, I am nosy like this. You know me. I want to know what's on your hook. Today is WIP Wednesday, and surely you have something on your hook. So I need you to tell me. Yes, I do. So I was playing this word game yesterday, and it's kind of like, hmm, it's kind of like a solitaire game, but it's with words and categories. I can't remember. Oh, my nose is itching. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But anyway, one of the categories yesterday was crochet. Crochet. So they got the word hook right. Um, Instead of saying yarn, they said thread. Now, okay, I failed this level. So I didn't get to see all of the words for crochet that they came up with before I failed the level. So, excuse me. And they haven't shown me that again. So I don't know if they're going to keep that category from me. But I was like, ooh, crochet. I'm going to get this one. But it was kind of like a luck of the draw as far as the cards go. I failed it. Failed it big time. Big time. So tell me what's on your hook. And I can tell you what's on my hook. Oh, okay. So Connie has Bag a Days Cut Under Pressure Afghan. Yay. Yay. Yes, you've had that for a while, haven't you? Normally, you you work on one thing and then you finish it and then you go to the next. I've very rarely seen you actually carrying a project over. I mean, I've known you to have like one knit project and one crochet project, but I've never known you to have more than like one crochet project at a time or more than one knit project at a time. Um, so I'm doing that with my knitting. I'm only doing one project at a time. And so I'm kind of imposing that rule on myself. So I still have knit socks on my needles. And then let's see, do you want me to name all of the crochet projects that I have? Okay, so I've completed um, two panels for the little pillars on the cat tree. I've completed two of those. I have one more to do to be completed for the top level, not the very bottom level. I think there's one under there. That one's not visible. And so I don't know if I'm going to do that just yet, but I just want to get the three finished. So I have one more to do on that one. I have the pink and brown blanket that I'm working on. I have these squares, which these are, you know, these are like to do in between other things. And so I've been doing these when I sit and chat with you, or if I'm doing a live with, Naomi or anyone for that matter, because I can sit and do this and also chat about everything. Like it does not slow me down as far as that goes. Oh, Connie says, I've been knitting lately. Yes, you have. You have been knitting lately. And it is hard to work on blankets in the summer. It is because it can get quite, especially when the blanket gets so big, it can get quite heavy and warm. And if you're already on the warm side and then you've got the warmth, yeah. And, your AC is trying to keep up with everything that's going on and you're having a hot streak, it's not fun. It is not fun. Nope. Nope. It is not fun. So anyway, well, looky there. It's a hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lanta is what I would say. So you know what? I just recently discovered that I like. It's a show that has been on for, I think, 45 or 47 different seasons. I mean, it started in 79. So, yeah, 47 seasons. Isn't that crazy? It started in 1979 and it's called This Old House. And I never watched it as a kid because I thought, oh, that's boring. Look at them. They're just, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't watch it as a young adult because I thought it was boring. But you know what? It's not boring. It's really interesting. I think it's like when you get to a certain age and you start watching birds and you want to know, oh, what is that bird called? Oh, what is that kind of bird? It's like you just get to a certain age and you just start bird watching. Well, apparently, and this is the original HGTV, right? This is the original fixer upper kind of a thing. And I like it. I like it a lot because like they give you ideas for what you might want to do in your house or what you go, oh no, never going to happen in my house, right? And so yeah. So we have Friendly, and which is an app on Roku. I'm sure it's on other things too, but it's an app on Roku, and we have Friendly. And so I was able to access season 36. So here I am. I'm like, oh wow, 36. That's a lot. Ooh, they've been around a long time. And so I'm thinking that I'm watching one of the most recent episodes. No, I'm not. 36, season 36, and we're on season 47, I'm watching old stuff, old news, but I really enjoyed, we're still on the same house. Um, it's one in Boston. It's a little neighborhood in Boston. Can't think of what it's called. Oh, Charlestown. Neighborhood in Boston, and it's a really old house, and and it. Listen, this house has a 500 square feet on one floor, and it has the first floor, second floor, and third floor, and it just goes straight up, and then it has a basement, and so they're renovating the whole house, and of course it's stairs. And at one point, when they first started renovating it, the only working bathroom was on the third floor. Could you imagine having to walk up all of those stairs and just so you could use the restroom? At my age, no. I could not imagine that. I just couldn't. Um, so anyway, um, yeah, there was no bathroom. The bathroom on the second floor was not working. And that was it. There was a bathroom on the second floor and then a master bathroom on the third floor. And the third floor was the only one that worked. And even that one was like breaking and it was not good. So I'm finding it really interesting. And then she has this little tiny backyard. And yeah. And so I can't wait to see what they do with that. I really like the way they did the fencing because it's a row house. There are 8 houses all attached to each other, and it's a brick house, so it's kind of cool. And fun fact, I grew up in a brick house, and it was 5 houses put together on my street. It was like 5 houses, and then the corner houses had access to their backyard, and then another 5 houses, and they were put together, and so that's how I grew up, not in Boston, but um, so I totally know about row houses. However, our house only had a first floor and a second floor and a basement. So, yeah, yeah, totally get that. So, anyway, what have you been up to lately? What have you been up to? I want to know. Ah, okay. So Connie says, I have 3 knit whips, a cable sweater, an afghan, and a beanie. Oh my goodness. Connie, you are really gathering up the whips lately, aren't you? That's crazy. That's crazy. I love it. I love it. And of course, we want to know how many days until Christmas? How many days until Christmas? Well, I'll tell you. Let's see. How many days until Christmas? Here we go. Here we go. 176 days. 176 days until Christmas. And yeah, yeah. So, have you started your Christmas projects? Do you have anything going on? Do you have, nieces and nephews that you could be making something for? Do you have, yeah, do you have family out of town that you need to mail things to? Or do you just, purchase all of your gifts? I know some people are not worthy of crochet gifts. I do get that. Now, I'm not talking about family members. Family members are always worthy unless they don't like it. And if they don't like it, then they don't like it, right? They don't like it. So, uh, yeah. Not a lot you can do about that. Good morning, DJ. Good morning. Oh, you have started your list? Okay. You know what? It does count. It really does. Because sometimes just wrapping your mind around what people are going to get, that is pretty great too. Now, a lot of channels do a Christmas in July, and I may do something like that. I'm not sure if I will or not, but I've been doing Christmas all year. I've been thinking about Christmas all year. And yeah, been thinking about Christmas all year, thinking about, um, who's going to get what. And anyway, it's been fun thinking about all of these things and coming up with a plan. And so mostly I've been really thinking about blankets. That's mostly what I've been thinking about. I've never made a blanket for everyone at Christmas before. Now, one year I was making sweaters. Another year I was making, and I didn't even make them all for everybody. Last year I made stockings for everyone, and I made socks for the girls. Now, they probably, like, they were slipper socks, right? And they were very warm on your feet. So um, I don't know how that even went over, but it's kind of fun to think about. Oh, hey, Naomi is back. Yes. Okay. What did you miss? Well, I wanted to know what's on your hook. And I also, we have 176 days until Christmas. And I wanted to know if anyone has prepared. And DJ said that she made a list. And does that count? And I said, yes, it absolutely does count, because there are a couple things that are on my list for getting people for Christmas. And so, you know, okay. I know, right? So, everyone, I want you to know that today is Naomi at Aloha Crochet with Naomi. It is her 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube. Isn't that exciting? So exciting. So, listen, today at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, she will be going live for a 2 hour special. And she's got some guests coming on that are going to be really fun. So she's got guests coming on that she will be asking them questions and chatting with them and from other channels. And so you won't want to miss it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Naomi is going to be chatting with some channels that you may or may not be familiar with. And so mark it on your calendar, on your timer on your calendar, or better yet, go over to Naomi's channel, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so that you'll be notified when her live happens today. And hey, while you're there, hitting the subscribe button and the like button and the little bell, go ahead and do that for my channel too, if you haven't already. So, Naomi, I was talking about a show that I just recently discovered. I actually knew that it was out there, but I've never watched it a day in my life. But it is called This Old House. And yeah, I'm getting old. What can I say? I love that show. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, this is fun. So let's see what else we've got going here. So, do, 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 do. Okay, also, here we go. How many days until New Year's Day? How many days are left in the year? 183. 183 days left in this year. And this is my 2026, the year of something new. And so every month, well, I've broken it into 6 projects for the whole year. So each project has 2 months in order to master or complete a project. Um, and so far, it's going really well. Do you usually make New Year's resolutions, or do you have a goal for the year? I came up with my goal back in November and December of last year, and I just wanted to do something new. I felt like I was stuck in a rut. I felt like um, I was doing the same stitch over and over. I was doing the same project over and over, but a different way. I would find a new project, and then I would make 100 of them, like the ornaments that I made last year for Christmas. And, you know, I just wanted to change it up a little bit. I just wanted to change up my life a little bit. And so, yeah, my January and February was the Fair Isle style crochet, and March and April was knitting. So I knew how to knit, I just didn't enjoy it. But this time I started knitting. I had a specific project in mind and I completed it. It was wonky. It was supposed to be square and it was not square. It looked like a kite. It was, instead of being a square dishcloth, it looked like a kite. Oh, I don't think I have it handy, or I would show it to you. And yeah, so March and April, they were successful. I completed several knit projects, and I'm really happy about that. Um, and then along came May and June. And May and June was my mosaic crochet. And my mosaic crochet project was a really nice project. I really liked it. It was a blanket. And I should have known better, right? I should have known better that my first project in mosaic crochet, I should have done smaller. I really should have. Because even though it is doable and I really like it, it took a little more concentration than what I actually had to give. And so I had to set it aside. So that's one of my WIPs that's out there. That's one of the blankets that I had started with no one in mind, no one in particular in mind, but I just wanted to see if I could do that pattern. And I can, but it's a 12-row repeat. Each row is different, and keeping track of 12 rows is not as easy as you think. It's not impossible, it's just not easy. Not the easiest thing. So, anyway, my July and August is, oh, sorry, my nose is itching so bad, and I'm sorry I keep, rubbing it like a dog. That's so rude, and I'm so sorry about that. So July and August is Bavarian crochet. So yeah, there's that. So today is July 1st. So I will be finding a Bavarian stitch crochet project, and I will be working on that. So we will see what happens, won't we? Yes, we will. I'm sure it's easy and doable. I've just never made anything Bavarian crochet. So that's why I wanted to do that. Now, for September and October, I'm doing the filet crochet. And so that is intriguing me a lot. I have 2 projects in mind that I want to complete. And I'm thinking that I will, it's the one where you crochet and then you leave a space and it creates either a picture or words. And so mine is going to be words. And so I'm excited about that. Oh, nice. DJ, in December, her oldest daughter will graduate with her master's degree, and DJ's youngest grandson completes his tour of duty in the Army. So you have extra to plan and make for it. That's awesome, DJ. That's awesome. Congratulations on both counts there. That is wonderful. Cree, hello. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. You are drinking lemon juice, Cree. All right. And lurking and first jumping in your jacuzzi. Ooh, yay. Jacuzzi time. Jacuzzi time. That is awesome. I love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, Naomi says, nothing on my hook yet. I'm out running errands, and you have water in your cup. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you have water. Woo woo. Water, water. So, Naomi, I know, is excited about tonight. She is going to have a good time with her 1-year anniversary 2-hour episode. She's calling it Live at 5. I think that's what she's calling it. And anyway, so it's 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And so, yeah, Eastern Time at 6 o'clock. And I will be on there with her. And Tanya will be on there with her. Catherine will be on there with her. And then she has quite a few special guests that will be coming on, and guests that are other content creators that you may or may not know. And so you'll definitely want to tune in so that you can see these content creators. She's got some exciting names coming up. And of course, we love our content creator friends. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. Wow, I am getting a lot of crochet done. Are you getting some crochet done right now? I hope you are. Yes. You need to be part of the replay crew. That's okay. Have a great day, Naomi. Have a great day. And I'll see you in a little bit. Well, it'll be around faster than you know it, won't it? Yeah, it's usually that way, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Captions. So today's Canada Day, but also in a couple of days, we will be celebrating the United States of America, semi-quincentennial birthday, which is the 250th birthday of America. And so, how incredibly exciting is this? 250 years. And yeah, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I remember when I was a kid and America celebrated 200th birthday. And that was a big deal to me because that kind of gave me a level of patriotism that not a lot of people have, but just seeing the pageantry and seeing the history and seeing, um, people come together and feeling proud to be Americans, it really instilled in me a sense of patriotism, a sense of pride for our country. And, um, while we don't have everything perfect, um, it's the perfect place to be. So, for those of you in other countries, I hope that you are having a wonderful time. And, maybe you can tune into some of the celebrations that America is having um, in celebrating our birthday. Birthdays are special. Birthdays are special. And so it's a fun time. It's a fun time for us. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Today is also National Postal Worker Day. Here we go. Today is National Postal Worker Day. And so we remember and honor those who deliver our packages. I think sometimes we take for granted how much work it is to deliver all of these packages all around the world. And so, Postal Worker Day on July 1st recognizes postal workers all across the nation and encourages us to show our appreciation. Thank the numerous men and women who work consistently and diligently to deliver all of our mail. These employees suffer some of the harshest working conditions, yet continue to persevere 6 days a week. Yes, they do. And so we are thankful for those postal workers who deliver mail and packages and paychecks and important things, right? Important documents and birthday cards and all the things that come through the mail. And so we thank you. We thank you for that, definitely. Do you have a postal worker in your life? Do you have one in your family or maybe a neighbor or someone you know? Um, I used to go to church in Florida with a postal worker, and he was one of the nicest guys around. So, yeah, he was one of the nicest guys around. I really, really enjoyed hanging out with him. Oh, let me see how many rows I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And yeah, so then I have one more row to do, and I will be completed with this project. This square will be done, and I can count it on my list of completed squares. Now, my sweet sister-in-law, Tanya, has completed, well, the last time I chatted with her, she had completed 42 squares. I don't know if she's completed more since then, but she had to go back home to Florida. And yeah, so I know that real life sets in when you go back home. I don't know if she's had time to crochet, but I sure hope she has, and to relax. But yeah. Hmm, there we go. WIP Wednesday, the day to get out a current project that you are working on and get your WIP on. So I have one more row to do this, and that is good. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, DJ says, my oldest granddaughter's husband is a postal worker. That's awesome. Well, today is the day to honor our postal workers. So that's cool. That's wonderful. Hey, listen, I am so thankful for our postal workers because they are the ones that bring all the cool stuff to us. Yes, yes, they bring bills, but you know what? You are going to get the bill anyway. And a lot of times nowadays, you don't even get bills in the mail anymore. You just get them online, email or text. They even text you with with the bills, right? Or they've got an app for your bill, and so they send you a, a message through the app. Um, Shoot, a lot of insurance companies, electric companies, cable companies, water companies. Let me see what else. Credit card companies. They have apps, and you can pay right through the app anymore. You don't even get a bill. Kind of crazy, huh? So that is good because that reduces the strain on our postal workers, and then they can bring good stuff to us. And we can be so happy every time we see a postal worker. Because the postal worker brings me my yarn when I order it. I ordered curtains not too long ago for my bedroom and my living room, and a postal worker brought that to me. And so, yeah, I love them. They're awesome. Let's see what else we have for the national days. I don't think there's anything quite as. Oh, so today is also National U.S. Postage Stamp Day. Do you collect postage stamps? I actually think that it's really cool. I don't collect them, but I kind of wish I did because I feel like if I did, I would just have so much fun. I love all of the postage stamps. It's like collecting stickers, right? It's like collecting stickers. Oh, look, and then you can collect ones that haven't gone through the mail. You can collect ones that have gone through the mail. And there are all these rare stamps that you can collect. Honestly, the only reason I've never collected them is because I never figured out how to collect them. So, yeah. So there's that. Are you a stamp collector or do you know someone who is a stamp collector? I wonder if there are many people out there. Um, okay, all of yours are on paper. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You get all of your bills on paper? Oh, yeah. So today is Wednesday, July 1st. It's the first day of my next 2-month increment of um, my year of something new. It's my first day with the Bavarian stitch crochet. I've been working on my shark project. So Shark Week is July 26th through August 1st. And oh, you don't want fraud. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Hey, Michelle, how are you? How are you? I don't blame you for not wanting fraud. I really don't. Um, Michelle, what is in your cup and what is on your hook? And are you ready for Christmas? Those are some of the important questions that we've asked so far today. So I am going to finish this row, this round, and then call it a day. Because as far as these squares go. But I think I am going to count my squares because I've totally lost count, and I think, let me see, is this one? No, that's not one. Okay. That was my star stitch that I practiced. Okay. That is a pretty stitch too, by the way. Have you ever tried the star stitch? So this year is my year of something new. So not only am I doing the different projects that I have on my list, but I'm also trying new stitches. So like, let me show you, or let me tell you anyway. I don't think I can show you. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay. That was not it. Let me see. Here we go. Let me try this. Documents. Okay. Okay, the year of new stitches. And so, yeah. So I've learned the waistcoat stitch. I've learned the extended half double crochet stitch. I've learned the houndstooth stitch and the star stitch. I've learned mosaic crochet. I've learned, what else? I'm sure that there's others that I have learned as well. So yeah. I have two more sides after this little bit of a corner. I have two more sides, and then I will be done with row 10, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm actually going to update. The other thing that I've done this year is keep track of different different projects that I've started. When I started them, what hook size, what yarn, what was the name of the designer, and all of that, so that I could, keep track of everything. So it's called my project diary. Let's see. Okay. Where is my project diary? Here we go, my project diary. So far, I have 22 projects, but that doesn't include all of these. The squares I'm counting as one project, but I'm counting how many of them I have completed. So let's see. Okay, the last time I updated this, it said 13. I know that I was on 15. This one might be 16 or it might be 17. So I better get a handle on it, and then I'm going to update my project diary so that I can keep it pretty up to date as far as that goes, so that I can keep my list updated. Yeah. So it's been a half a year already. We are halfway through this year. And according to this, I have 22 projects that I've made. But you know what? I know I haven't put my shark on there. I started my shark. I'm so excited. It's a surprise. I can't show you, but I'm really pleased with how it's coming along. And yeah, I hope that I'm not forgetting to put projects on my list. Now, in June, I did go through a little lull where I just had a, a terrible time crocheting. I just could not concentrate enough to crochet. That was part of the reason why the mosaic crochet was not working for me, because I was just really having a difficult time concentrating on what row I was on, what I needed to do for that row, um, and just keep going with it. I just had a really difficult, challenging time. Um, I It was like my mind was just racing, and I was thinking about this and thinking about that, and what am I going to do about this, and oh, I should do that, and I yeah, it was really hard. Do you ever have moments like that where your brain just won't shut off? And so, see, that's what's good about crochet, is because it helps you to shut off your brain while you're crocheting. But if you can't shut your brain down enough to get started on a project, then that's not good either. So, ooh, I think I'm on the last side. Last side, yay. This yarn is really pretty. I know you're not seeing the color of it clearly through the screen. It's a very light mint green, very light mint green. It's so pretty in person. And I really wish that, colors could come out a little better on screen than they do, but what are you going to do? I don't have $1 million camera. I just have a laptop that records me. So let's see. Do, do, do. Here we go. Oh, Michelle, you were laid off in early May. You're morphing into retirement. We'll be moving to East Tennessee. What? And you're there. You're there now for a couple of weeks. Um, okay, Michelle. When you get to East Tennessee, you message me. Okay. That sounds so fun. So fun. Oh, and Cree says, I will crochet mini lanterns. Mini lanterns. That is awesome. Michelle is drinking water. Water is good. Water is very good. I should drink more water. I don't. But so, Michelle, I'm not happy that you were laid off in early May, but I am happy that you are smiling about early retirement, and I am smiling that you're going to be moving to East Tennessee. It's my happy place. This is where I live, East Tennessee, and you are going to love it. Love it, love it. Do you already have a place in East Tennessee? Do you already have a place where you are going to land? You don't have to say it, in the chat if you don't want to, but I would be very interested to know if you have a little town in mind. Are you going to be near the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, or a little bit more on the outlying areas? It's all beautiful. It really is. And the people here are just as lovely as they can be. The sweeter you are to them, the sweeter they are to you. And I just love everyone here. You'll find that it's so funny because, when you live in this area, and of course, there's going to be mountains and there's going to be sloping, rolling hills. And, but this one restaurant in Pigeon Forge, it's set up on top of a hill, and like the parkway's right here. It's called, it's not called the Old Goat. It's called the Local Goat, not the Old Goat, the Local Goat. And so when you pull into the parking lot, you go whoop straight up, and then you park that way, and then you have to climb the mountain to get up into the restaurant. Maybe that's why I've never gone to that restaurant. I don't know. All right, let me do one last count just to make sure before I fasten off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay. I will fasten off. Look at my cute little scissors. Aren't they cute? Look at them. Super cute. Super duper cute. They're like a light ice blue color. And obviously they're very sharp because they came with a little cover for it. They were just a couple dollars at the store. Did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. So here is the last square. Can you see that it's a green square? I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, you bought a house in Bulls Gap 6 years ago, finally going to be able to move there. That's nice. That's really nice. I love it. Love it. Love it. I'm so glad that you're going to be able to move there. Listen, we had our property, I think for 8 years before we had our house built. Yeah, we bought the land and at a really good price, which I'm so glad. And then we had our house built um, during the the expensive time. So if we had built our house right away, it would have been better money wise, but that's okay. It worked out. It worked out. It worked out. Okay, so I'm going to, let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to count these, okay? So 1, 2, and I'm just going to lay them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so I was really hoping that it would have been 17, but it's 16. I'm going to mark my project diary. Let me make sure there's not one down there. No, there's not. Okay, so 16 squares is what I have. And, that's not bad. 16 squares. Um, it is a good start. We have 4 of us that will be making squares. Listen, if you want to do something like this, a project like this, go for it. We are doing, with a J hook and a 4-weight yarn, we're doing 10 rows of solid granny square. And then we're going to do 3 across and 4 down. And that way it will be a nice size to just cover someone, like give a little warm hug. It'll be okay for wheelchairs, or just to kind of cover up in the bed. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. And so that's what we're working on. And I'm glad. I'm going to update right now. 16. Let's see. Project diary. Okay. I'm going to say 16 solid granny squares. And yeah. That is good. Goodly, goodly, goodly. So let's see. Oh, and this Perfect Start Granny Square blanket right here was by Krista from the Secret Yarnery. I really like this blanket pattern as well. So if you need an easy, quick blanket pattern, that one is it. And it's called the Perfect Start Granny Blanket. I started this one February 28th of this year, and I finished it March 18th. It's by the Secret Yarnery, and really not a bad project. Not a bad project at all. So anyway, let's see. Gang, it's time. Hey, Anne. Hello to you. I'm just about to say goodbye, but I'm glad that I could say hello before I say goodbye. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful WIP Wednesday. So I have 16 solid granny squares completed. 12 make one blanket. So I have enough for 1 1/3 blanket. But thankfully, my sweet sister-in-law, Tanya, is on number 42 and counting. Naomi was on square 8 the last time I checked in with her. And so, and I'm not sure if Catherine has started hers yet or not, but that's okay. We will have blankets, however many blankets we can make, that's how many we'll have. And until then, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will see you on Friday, and I'll see you tonight also. Naomi's channel, Aloha Crochet with Naomi, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's going to have her birthday anniversary celebration, 1 year on YouTube, and I hope to see you there. Until then, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and much love to everybody. And